The 2023 earnings conference call for XPENG Inc. At this time, all participants are in listen-only mode. After management's remarks, there will be a question-and-answer session. Today's conference call is being recorded. I will now turn the call over to your host, Mr. Alex Ye, Head of Investor Relations for the company. Please go ahead, Alex.
Thank you. Hello, everyone, and welcome to XPENG's second quarter 2023 earnings conference call. Our financial and operating results were issued by our Newswire services earlier today and available online. You can also view the earnings press release by visiting the IR section of our website at ir.xiaopeng.com. Participants on today's call from our management will include Co-founder, Chairman, and CEO, Mr. He Xiaopeng, Vice Chairman and President, Dr. Brian Gu, Vice President of Corporate Finance and Investment, Mr. Charles Zhang, Vice President of Finance and Accounting, Mr. James Wu, and myself. Management will begin with prepared remarks, and the call will conclude with a Q&A session. A webcast replay of this conference call will be available on the IR section of our website. Before we continue, please note that today's discussion will contain forward-looking statements made under the Safe Harbor provisions of the U.S. Private Securities Litigation Reform Act of 1995. Forward-looking statements involve inherent risks and uncertainties. As such, the company's results may be materially different from the views expressed today. Further information regarding these and other risks and uncertainties is included in the relevant public filings of the company as filed with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. The company does not assume any obligation to update any forward-looking statements except as required under applicable law. Please also note that XPENG's earnings press release and this conference call include the disclosure of unaudited GAAP financial measures as well as unaudited non-GAAP financial measures. XPENG's earnings press release contains a reconciliation of the unaudited non-GAAP measures to the unaudited GAAP measures. I will now turn the call over to our Co-founder, Chairman, and CEO, Mr. He Xiaopeng. Please go ahead.
大家好，今年上半年，为了应对行业激烈的竞争跟快速变化，那么我在小鹏汽车进行了战略、组织、产品、市场等多个方面的变革。在如此短的时间里面做如此巨大的全方位变革，我们会面对非常大的风险跟挑战。但是我很开心的可以告诉大家，从当前来看，这些变革的内部和外部的效果都超出了期望，并且已经可以看到正式在将公司带入初步的正循环。其中 G6 已经成为20到30万价位具有统治力的纯电车型，为我们带来销量增长的强劲动能。而我们在行业领先的全站自研的电动平台和以 XNGP 为代表的智能化技术的商业化都取得了实质性的突破。我们与德国大众集团建立了长期战略合作伙伴关系，我们会在纯电跟智能化这两个平台基础上进行全面合作，长期共赢。客户在选择智能辅助驾驶的拐点也比我们的计划看起来来得更快。G6 上市首月 Max 订单占比超过了 70%， 远超我们最开始的预期。那么在全公司以客户为中心的转型中间，我们的 NPS 的客户满意度以及 OTA 的满意度指标在今年上半年有非常大的改善，达到了行业最前列的水准。那么除此以外，这些变化特别的是振奋了我们内部的士气、车主的口碑以及供应商等外部合作伙伴的信心，这为我们下面一步进行更有效的组织变革、成本控制以及内外部的效率提高，并且推出下面更多的新车型，都建立了一个更好的环境。
Hi everyone. During the first half of this year, given the intensified competition and rapidly evolving environment, I led a set of reforms across business strategy, organizational structure, product, and marketing to tackle huge risks and challenges and forge significant comprehensive transformation within a short time frame. Today, I'm pleased to report that these transformational adjustments have generated better than expected results, internally and externally, and propelled XPENG into the initial phase of a virtuous cycle. The G6 has become the dominant BEV model in the 200,000 to 300,000 RMB price market segment, turbocharging our sales growth momentum. We've created meaningful breakthroughs in commercializing our industry-leading full-stack self-developed EV platform and intelligent technologies. We have formed a long-term strategic partnership with Volkswagen. As part of our partnership, we'll embark on broad-based collaborations to develop EV platforms and intelligent software technology, creating long-term value for both companies. Moreover, an inflection point in user acceptance for ADAS is emerging faster and stronger than we expected. We saw orders for the G6 Max version accounted for 70% of total G6 orders in the first month of its official launch, far exceeding our estimates. Our NPS and OTA satisfaction scores improved continuously in the first half of the year, reaching an industry-leading level as we prioritize customer-centric transformation. In addition, the changes at XPENG have boosted team morale, owner engagement, and the confidence of suppliers and other external partners. This provides a strong foundation for advancing organizational adjustments, cost-saving initiatives, efficiency improvement, and new product launches.
这个月刚好是小鹏汽车成立9周年。那么在这9年以来，我们始终坚持技术信仰，并且践行。我们通过核心领域的全站技术创新，把竞争力领先的智能电动车产品普及到全球，跟更广大的客户群，是我们的目标。并且我们希望在更高量级的规模上打造可持续的由硬件、软件、运营以及赋能合作共同支撑的整个商业模式。
This month marks the 9th anniversary of our inception. Over the past 9 years, we have been steadfastly committed to advancing technological innovation. That commitment has never wavered. We plan to advance full-stack technology innovation in core areas to make leading-edge smart EV products accessible to a broader range of customer cohorts across the globe. As we grow to a larger scale, we'll build a sustainable business model underpinned by full-stack capabilities across hardware, software, commercial operations, and partnerships for empowerment.
在最近的这次变革中间，我始终告诉我自己跟团队，我们如果想做到第一，要想赢得这次长期的竞争，我们一定要允许在短期内可以穿越短期的财务上的表现或者销售上的表现，要追求更长期的内部跟外部的基础能力，也就是内功的变革跟发展。我觉得特别开心的是最近这个我们练好内功的初步价值，在团队在组织里面已经开始体现了。所以我们上半年的交付量实际连续6个月、7个月在环比增长，并且势头我们看到还是会非常快速的持续向上。那么这些增长的动力包括了在3月份上市的新品种 P7i 获得了消费者的积极认可，以及我们从6月份开始克服了供应链的挑战，并且连续2个月交付量都超过了3000台。我们相信在下半年 P7i 全系车型的上市将会进一步提升产能和产品竞争力，让我们的销量再上一个台阶。
As we move forward with this recent transformation, I continuously remind myself and the team that in order to succeed in this growing competition, in the long run, we must consistently look beyond short-term financial performance as we tirelessly evolve and advance our underlying capabilities. That said, I'm glad that our efforts to elevate our underlying capabilities across the board have begun to bear fruit. Our vehicle deliveries have grown sequentially for 6 months straight and continue to grow. Specifically, the P7i, our new product launched in March 2023, has been gaining great consumer traction, with its monthly deliveries surpassing 3,000 units for 2 consecutive months since June. overcoming supply chain challenges. As we enter the second half of this year, we believe we'll further ramp up the capacity and product competitiveness of the P7i model lineup to drive its continued sales momentum.
更重要的是，在6月底，我们基于扶摇架构打造的首款战略车型 G6 正式上市，并且迅速成为现象级的爆款产品。在我们基于扶摇架构的平台化降本路线跟规模优先的定价策略里面，我们将800伏超后硅的高压平台以及全场景智能辅助驾驶这些先进技术，第一次打入到20到30万的主流消费者群体里面的价格段，并且我们很开心的看到它形成了一个对上下相邻价格带的用户的一个明显的牵引效应。
More importantly, our first strategic model built on SEPA 2.0, the G6, made its market debut at the end of June and has quickly become a phenomenal bestseller in the segment. Guided by our SEPA 2.0 enabled platform-based cost efficiency and a pricing strategy that prioritizes scale expansion, XPENG G6 has emerged as the industry pioneer in introducing the most advanced technologies such as 800-volt SiC platform and full scenario ADAS, which is accessible to mainstream consumers of 200,000 to 300,000 RMB price market segment. Furthermore, the G6 has become more popular across a wide range of consumers, including those in both higher and lower price segments.
这是我想特别感谢正在等待 G6 提车的各位朋友们，我们正在和供应商一起全力提升 G6， 特别是 Max 版本的产能。我们预计在今年的9月份 G6 车型的交付量将会显著有提升，并且带动整个小鹏月交付突破 1.5 万以上。在4季度，我们将继续提升 G6 的产能，并且放大第一批交付用户的口碑效应，冲击 G6 单月交付就过万的目标。随着 G6 的爬坡以及现在已有车型更丰富的配置的推出，我们将在4季度冲击公司月交付2万的目标。我相信 G6 的成功现在只是一个开始，我们接下来会看到更多在扶摇架构上的爆款车型的推出。
Today, I want to extend my deep gratitude to those owners who are patiently awaiting delivery of their XPENG G6. We're making every endeavor with our supplier partners to ramp up our production output for the G6, especially for the Max version. We currently estimate that G6 delivery volume in September will grow significantly, fueling our monthly deliveries to reach over 15,000 units in total. In the upcoming fourth quarter, we'll continue to accelerate G6 production throughput to capture the increasing market popularity that has followed its first batch of deliveries, with a goal to deliver more than 10,000 G6 monthly. With G6 ramp-up and enriched configurations for other on-sale models, we'll strive for a peak monthly delivery of 20,000 in the fourth quarter. I believe the success of the G6 is just the beginning. Moving forward, we plan to introduce an even wider range of SEPA 2.0 enabled top-selling models.
在7月，我们正式宣布与大众汽车集团建立长期战略合作关系、长期战略合作伙伴关系。我相信这不仅仅是小鹏汽车，也是整个中国汽车行业发展的一个里程碑。我们与大众集团的科技信仰以及对智能电动车的长期愿景高度的契合。我们双方的优势，我相信是非常的互补。战略合作会让小鹏汽车行业领先的智能电动汽车技术与大众集团世界一流的设计以及工程以及供应链能力相结合。从2款 B 级纯电动车型开始，将最好的技术、产品跟体验带给客户。同时，大众集团也将战略投资小鹏汽车约7亿美元，成为小鹏汽车的长期战略股东。我相信小鹏会跟大众集团不断深化合作关系，在下一代电动车的平台、软件技术、供应链等多个方面建立更强有力的战略协同，共享规模效应。我很高兴小鹏长期坚持的全站自研核心技术得到了大众集团的高度认可。 我们将会通过全球汽车行业首创的软硬件全站技术合作的商业模式，为股东创造更大的价值。
In July, we announced our long-term strategic partnership with the Volkswagen Group. I believe that forming this partnership marks a milestone not only in XPENG's business journey, but also in China's automaking development. XPENG and the Volkswagen Group are highly compatible in our underlying technological beliefs and long-term vision for the evolution of smart EVs. And we each hold compelling and complementary industry advantages. Combining XPENG's industry-leading smart EV technologies with Volkswagen's world-class design, engineering, and supply chain capabilities, our collaboration will begin with 2 B-class BEV models to bring best-in-class technologies, top-notch products, and a superior experience to our customers. Volkswagen Group will also make a long-term strategic equity investment in XPENG for a total consideration of approximately $700 million. We'll continually deepen our cooperation with the Volkswagen Group and build stronger synergies in the next-generation EV platforms, software technologies, and supply chain capabilities, sharing economies of scale. I'm excited about this strategic partnership, which underscores Volkswagen's confidence in and recognition of our in-house self-developed core technologies and groundbreaking capabilities. Our cooperation creates the globe auto industry's first collaborative business model that integrates software and hardware full-stack technology, and we're moving to capitalize on this opportunity to generate immense value for our shareholders.
展望未来技术的发展趋势，我认为在全球范围内，过去的软件定义汽车的时代将会成为历史 ，AI 定义汽车的时代现在才刚刚开始，而小鹏会是这一浪潮最主要的推动者，我相信也会是很大的受益者。那么下面一步，我将建立小鹏整个公司级的智能化研发、规划和运营的团队，我会亲自带领这个大智能的团队，统一来规划自动驾驶、自动座舱、整个的电气架构以及多个智能创新技术的演进。我期待 AI 会加速颠覆当前的汽车的技术体系，人机共驾和 AI 代驾会重构用户开车的习惯。在我们今年的10月24日的科技日上，我会跟大家分享我们在智能化基础上的一些最新的成果跟研发的路线。
As technology trends continue to evolve, I'm convinced that globally, the era of software-defined cars will conclude and will venture into a new era of AI-powered vehicles. XPENG will be among the most active advocates of this evolution, where we expect to reap substantial benefits. As we progress, I will establish an enterprise-level team taking charge of autonomous technology R&D, roadmap planning, and operations. I'll personally lead this macro intelligent tech team, unifying the development planning for ADAS, smart cabin, electrical and electronic architecture functions, as well as the evolution of several innovative initiatives. We're ready for AI to disrupt the existing automotive technology system as human-machine co-pilot and AI-powered autonomous driving gather steam and reshape our driving habits. I look forward to presenting our latest achievement and R&D roadmap in intelligent technologies at our 2023 Tech Day on October 24th.
我们的智能辅助驾驶软件 XNGP 在今年下半年将继续在体验以及覆盖范围上取得重大突破，进一步推进用户认可跟使用的进程，并拉开与我们的跟随者的技术差距。在当前，我们不依赖高精地图的 XNGP 开发进展非常的快，在本周已经有大量的媒体朋友们在北京的多个城区试驾我们的工程版。那么媒体朋友们对这一个的技术的体验，在不依赖于任何的提前验证的信息的里面，给出了非常高的评价。在10月份我们的下一个 OTA 里面，我们会除了在第一批城市首次这个推送不依赖高精地图的 XNGP 外，我们还将带给我们用户更多的惊喜。 我们有信心在今年年底在约50个城市里面开放不依赖高精地图的 XNGP。同时我们在2024年我们还计划通过我们的技术创新使 XNGP 的成本下降50%，让行业最先进的智能驾驶硬件上成为全系标配，探索为用户提供软件订阅的灵活付费方式。
Over the second half of this year, we plan to make additional major breakthroughs in experience and coverage with our XNGP ADAS to further drive customer acceptance and the adoption process, widening the technology gap with our peers. The development of our XNGP that does not rely on high-precision maps is speeding up, and we just completed a number of professional media test drives with XNGP prototype versions across many districts in Beijing this week. The media who participated gave overwhelmingly positive reviews on the XNGP assisted driving because it did not rely on high-definition maps or prior knowledge of the roads. For our next OTA software update slated for October, we will roll out the XNGP independent of HD maps in the first batch of cities, along with other new features that we have yet to announce, but are sure to delight XPENG owners. We're confident that we'll make non-HD map reliant XNGP available to customers across approximately 50 cities by the end of this year. Through technology innovations, our work will also entail cutting XNGP's BOM costs by about 50% by 2024, ensuring our models have the most advanced autonomous driving hardware as standard configuration. We're simultaneously exploring flexible pricing models for our software subscription business.
当前我正在跟我们的总裁王凤英一起对标全球跟中国车企里面最优秀的成本控制水平，把合适的降本增效作为产品研发、制造、供应链、营销等多个团队的核心目标之一。有非常多个降本的项目正在高效的执行。我再次想重申的是，截止到现在，我们非常有信心，在2024年年底整体成本降低25%的目标是可以实现的，并且在多个单项领域要超过这个目标。那么这些降本措施在大幅度提升产品竞争力的同时，将会让我们的毛利率在2024年有非常显著的改善。有趣的是，在2年前我曾经提过一个观点，当时我说因为成本原因，没有车企能够在15万级别推出有竞争力的全自动驾驶汽车。但是随着我们蚀刻技术创新跟全流程降本，当前我的观点改变了，因为我已经明确看到了清晰可实现的路径跟时间表，这让我们很有信心在最主流的15万级别也有能力推出全自动驾驶汽车。我相信这会极大的推动智能化的全面普及。
I am closely working with our president, Ms. Wang Fengying, to achieve the highest cost control level among car makers in the world and China, and prioritize cost savings as one of the core goals for various business units, including product design, R&D, manufacturing, supply chain, and marketing. With several cost-saving initiatives going well, I have great confidence in achieving the goal of reducing overall costs by 25% by the end of 2024, with even better results in some other subdivisions. These cost-saving initiatives will strengthen our product competitiveness and substantially drive gross margin improvement in 2024. Interestingly, 2 years ago, I expressed my view that considering cost effectiveness, no auto company could offer competitive autonomous cars to consumers at 150,000 RMB level. But as we implement technology innovation and full cycle cost reduction, I have changed my mind and formulated a clear plan to make autonomous cars affordable for the largest market segment in China, the 150,000 RMB price range. This will greatly promote the accessibility of intelligent autonomous driving.
我们的营销服体系在王凤英的带领下，客户满意度以及协同作战能力在快速的提高。而在下半年，我们会明显加快渠道 包括国际市场渠道的商业模式变革。我们会在销售网络进行大刀阔斧的优胜劣汰，并且用更快的速度引进优秀的经销商合作伙伴，以加快在二线和低线城市的市场份额的快速扩张。
In terms of sales, marketing, and service capabilities, under the leadership of our President Wang Fengying, we have continuously improved customer satisfaction and cross-team collaboration. Looking ahead into the second half of the year, we'll accelerate our business model transformation across our domestic and international sales channels. To that end, our efforts will include optimizing our sales network drastically and partnering with more top dealers. These initiatives will spur our expansion and help us gain market share across Tier 2 and lower tier cities.
从现金流的角度来看，我们二季度末的在手现金为337亿元人民币。随着我们销量重新恢复环比增长，在二季度我们的运营现金流处已经大幅收窄至10亿元左右。那么在2023年的下半年，随着 G6 等新品带动我们的销量的大幅度的增长，毛利率逐步的恢复，以及我们的运营效率正在快速的提升，我们预计在2023年下半年，小鹏实现经营性现金流的整体转正。
Regarding cash flow, our cash on hand at the end of the second quarter of 2023 amounted to 33.7 billion RMB. With vehicle deliveries back on track for sequential quarter growth, we significantly narrowed our cash outflow from operations to around 1 billion RMB. With the second half, over the second half of 2023, with accelerating sales growth from the G6 and other new products, we expect our gross margin to rebound gradually and will continue to improve our operating efficiency. As a result, we expect our overall cash flow from operations to turn positive for the second half of the year.
最后，我们预期在第三季度，我们总交付数量约为39000辆至41000辆，环比上升68.1%至76.7%，收入预计约为人民币85亿元至90亿元。那么，经过过去几个季度的自我的涅槃跟变革，小鹏汽车从今年3季度开始，会进入销量、品牌士气以及现金流的初步的正循环。我们会在 AI 改变汽车的浪潮中间持续快速的进步。在明年，在后年，我相信会进入更快速以及更全面的正循环。
Now, moving to our guidance. We expect our total vehicle deliveries to be between 39,000 and 41,000 units in the third quarter of 2023, representing 68.1% to 76.7% quarter-over-quarter growth, and revenue to be between 8.5 billion RMB and 9 billion RMB. Thanks to the proactive adjustment we made over the last several quarters, moving into the third quarter this year, we have seen our sales, branding, team morale, and cash flow started to form a positive loop at XPENG. As the power of AI reshapes the automaking industry, we expect our virtuous cycle to accelerate and cover more areas over the next 2 years.
谢谢大家。下面欢迎新加入我们的财务 VP James Wu 为大家介绍我们2023年第二季度的财务状况。那么 James 呢，在加入小鹏之前，分别在通用汽车的美国和中国总部，以及在上汽通用50担任全面的财务管理工作。他在经营跟财务管理方面有相当丰富的经验，以及有很好的国际视野。我相信在 James 带领下，小鹏的财务跟经营会做得更好。
Thank you, everyone. With that, I'll now turn the call over to our new VP of Finance, Mr. James Wu, to discuss our financial performance for the second quarter of 2023. By way of introduction, before joining XPENG, James held executive finance roles at both General Motors US and China headquarters and at SAIC General Motors Wuling Auto. We look forward to tapping into his extensive experience in finance and operations management and his valuable insight into international business practices. James' skill set is ideally suited to lead our finance and operations team, and we look forward to his contributions as we embark on our next level of success.
Thank you, Xiaopeng. And hello, everyone. Before I start, I'd like to say that I'm really happy to join Xiaopeng in this exciting time and look forward to our future interactions. Now, I would like to provide a brief overview of our financial results for the second quarter of 2023. I'll reference RMB only in my discussion today, unless otherwise stated. Our total revenues were 5.06 billion for the second quarter of 2023, a decrease of 31.9% year-over-year and an increase of 25.5% quarter-over-quarter. Revenues from vehicle sales were 4.42 billion for the second quarter of 2023, representing a decrease of 36.2% from the same period of 2022, and an increase of 25.9% from the first quarter of 2023. The year-over-year decrease was mainly attributable to lower vehicle deliveries and discontinuation of new energy vehicle subsidy, while the quarter-over-quarter increase was mainly due to higher vehicle deliveries of the P7i. Gross margin was negative 3.9% for the second quarter of 2023, compared with 10.9% for the same period of 2022 and 1.7% for the first quarter of 2023. Vehicle margin was negative 8.6% for the second quarter of 2023, compared with 9.1% for the same period of 2022 and negative 2.5% for the first quarter of 2023. The year-over-year and quarter-over-quarter decreases were explained by, first, the inventory write-downs and losses on inventory purchase commitments amounting to 0.2 billion related to the model G3i, as management lowered its forecasted sales due to stronger than expected market demands for newly launched vehicle models, with a negative impact of 4.5 percentage point on vehicle margin. Secondly, increased sales promotions and the expiry of new energy vehicle subsidies mentioned above. R&D expenses were 1.37 billion for the second quarter of 2023, representing an increase of 8.1% year-over-year and an increase of 5.5% quarter-over-quarter. The year-over-year and quarter-over-quarter increases were mainly due to higher expenses related to the development of new vehicle models as we expand our product portfolio to support future growth. SG&A expenses were 1.54 billion for the second quarter of 2023, representing a decrease of 7.3% year-over-year and increase of 11.3% quarter-over-quarter. The year-over-year decrease was primarily attributable to the reduction of commissions paid to franchise stores and lower marketing and advertising expenses. The quarter-over-quarter increase was mainly resulting from higher marketing and advertising expenses to support new product launches. As a result of the foregoing, loss from operations was 3.09 billion for the second quarter of 2023, compared with 2.09 billion for the same period of 2022 and 2.59 billion for the first quarter of 2023. Net loss was 2.8 billion for the second quarter of 2023, compared with 2.7 billion for the same period of 2022 and 2.34 billion for the first quarter of 2023. As of June 30, 2023, our company had cash and cash equivalents, restricted cash, short-term investments, and time deposits in total of 33.74 billion. To be mindful of the length of our earnings call, I would encourage listeners to refer to our earnings press release for more details on our second quarter financial results. This concludes our prepared remarks.